So find a comfortable position, and right out the gate, we find we're always working with rest in the body. We want to find that long spine, the support, the structure, the expression of attention. And the settling in is the softening of any extraneous tension. I like to start from the top down, but you can start anywhere that's interesting to you in the body to start thawing. You can go top down, bottom up, side side, doesn't really matter. You just want to check in with as much of the body as you can sense and invite the thaw, the ease. You might notice that you relax a certain part of the body only for, a minute later for you to find it clenched again. That's perfectly normal. And it doesn't matter how many times you return to soften again and again and again. We're strengthening our focus by narrowing our attention to a focus on physical and emotional rest. So as you go through the body, you can use the label rest. And even your voice, your vocal quality can support your intention to soften. Rest. Rest. For some people, and sometimes, following the exhalation can be very relaxing. It's not this way for everybody, but play with it and see if that's something that feels good to you. And it might feel good sometimes and not at other times. So just note how it is today. If you follow the exhalation down to the end, down to its pause, to that expanding quiet, and that can support the relaxation of the actual physical body. You might notice you rest one layer of the body, but then when you return, you can rest even more deeply, all the way down to the bone. So even just with this creating rest, just like we did in our social noting, so you can go to a particular body part specifically and melt, thaw there. Or you can allow your attention to be drawn from body location to body location and rest as your attention is pulled there, just like we did with the social noting. Free floating or hovering intentionally. And you can alternate. We're developing sensory clarity by really developing a palate for the unique flavor of restfulness in the body. The letting go, the spreading, the softening. Maybe it feels very light. Maybe it feels heavy. What does it feel like to you? Spacious? If the emotional centers of the body are quiet, no activation, enjoy that too. If you do get sleepy, you can start to gently label, straighten the spine, open the eyes. Good. Okay, so now let's turn our attention for a moment to what it's like to hover in a neutral space. Explore the sense of your body, and if there are areas where there's just not much sensation at all, little hidden pockets between the toes, bottoms of the feet, in between the fingers, back of the ears, places like that, the nape of the neck, tip of the nose, earlobe. See what it's like to just hover in a few of these neutral places. That means everything else is in the background. If the mind wanders and goes into a story, you can trace your way back by noticing, did a part of my body contract as it was listening to or even participating in that story? If so, soften. Return to the neutral space for now. Feel rest. Lengthen the spine. So now you can play here. You have the focus on the exhalation. You have the softening, melting, thawing of any muscular tension. You have the ability to hover in a neutral space. Let yourself explore how these different techniques feel for you. Notice what you're drawn to. It's fine if you only stay with one now, or you can let yourself alternate. It's all good. We develop concentration from our narrow focus range. We develop clarity in sensing the flavors of rest, all the different expressions of ease. And we really support equanimity by expressing it in the body, the allowing, the opening up to this present moment. If your experience gets feather light and paper thin, let it.